views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page TV show. Today on Zoom is a good friend of mine I just made friends with. His name is Shannon Hudson. Hello, sir. Welcome to my show.
Hello, thank you. So happy to be here.
Uh-huh. Just drank out of my little gram coffee mug there, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
And I'm a fan of his. I'm a fan of your music too, sir.
Oh, thank you.
So, where were you born and raised?
Yeah, so my whole family's from Oklahoma City, both my parents and grandparents. But my dad got a job in Racine, Wisconsin, right before I was born. So I was born in Racine, Wisconsin, even though my whole family is from Oklahoma.
Oh,
And
the only alien in the family?
I have a younger sister who was also born in Wisconsin, and then we kind of went back and forth. We moved to Katy, Texas, which is outside of Houston. I think I was 2, but then moved back to Wisconsin, and I was there from second grade through my sophomore year of high school. So I really kind of my formative childhood years were all mostly in Wisconsin.
Have you gone to college after you left?
I did. So I graduated high school in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I went there for 2 years, and then I went to college at a small university called Pepperdine, which is in the
Oh,
Los
I heard
Angeles.
of that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right in the mountains on the beach in Malibu. And
Beach.
I lived in Los Angeles for 10 years.
Los Angeles or whatever. So you in the water most of the time, like surfing or
You know, I didn't surf at all when I was there, and I've picked it up in the last 10 years. I'm not very good at it. Even though I live
hang
in
ten, baby.
I
Hang
know.
10.
Even though I live in Austin and it is a landlocked city, we still my wife has family out in Los Angeles, so we go out there. We go to Mexico quite a bit on the Pacific side, and we'll surf there. But I played a lot of volleyball when I lived out there.
I used to be in volleyball. We came in second, of course. Mm.
Yeah, in
But it
fact,
was good.
volleyball is my tie to Indiana. I
Mm.
would play a tournament at Ball State every year when I lived in Wisconsin. There was big high school tournaments at Ball State University in
Who won when you
Muncie.
were there?
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
Are
My
you?
my my high school in Wisconsin, so it's Case High School in Racine, Wisconsin, and at least at the time, I don't know nowadays. They were state championship contenders every year, and so
Mm.
the 2 years I was there, they won the state championship both times. But I was on the junior varsity team, and then I moved right before I would have gone to the varsity team, which
Wow.
they also won those two. All 4 years I was in high school, that school won the state championship.
So what was your part in it? Were you guard or
I was we ran what's called a 4-2, which is when you have two different setters and each of
mm-hmm.
them are in the back row, and then when
Right.
they come to the front row they become a hitter, and I was one of the
Oh, you
setters in the back
switch.
row. And
Switch.
I'm left-handed, and so that's a big thing for volleyball because you can hit on the kind of the side behind the setter, and it's easier for left-handed.
I'm a southpaw myself, but they
All
made me
right.
right with my right. when you
Uh,
know a long time ago. Oh, it's on. Anyway. So, when you started music, how old were you when you became interested in music?
yeah, I can't put an age or a date on it. Just my whole every memory I've ever had. It's I've loved music. It's been a part of my life. I grew up in a church setting where
Oh, yeah.
there's singing every week and stuff like that. So I can't even remember an age where I wasn't singing songs or music wasn't running around in my head.
So, what instruments, as you were growing up, did you learn?
Yeah, I started taking piano lessons in elementary school and did
Yeah.
that for years. I played clarinet in the kind of regular band,
Hmm.
and then I was real fortunate to go to a fine art school
Ah,
in Racine, starting in elementary school all the way through high school, and they had you could play. They had jazz band starting in seventh grade, so I played piano in the jazz band,
mm.
and I played clarinet in the regular band.
How about guitar? You got play guitars? How many do you have?
I have
Electric?
I have less than most people that are obsessed about guitars have, and I am obsessed about it. My wife also plays, so we have a couple that are kind of old, cheap ones with sentimental value.
Hmm.
But I really play the majority of guitar that I play. It's three guitars. I have a Gibson
Acoustic?
J45 acoustic and a Fender Telecaster electric and a
Oh,
Gibson Les
shoot,
Paul.
man. That sounds groovy.
Yeah, and I've got a great 12 string that I play when I need a 12 string recorded and a couple of other things. But those are the three that I really play the
Have
most.
you ever played a mandolin?
I've played a mandolin very poorly.
Just,
I do have one. My uncle passed away quite a few years ago, and
mm.
he left me one. So I've got one in a closet that I rarely pull out.
And how about a dulcimer?
I've never played one of those.
Oh, that's fun. That's beautiful, like a zither or something like. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's more my speed. So, you got brothers, sisters, don't on yours?
Yeah, I've got three siblings. I have an older sister, older brother, and a younger sister. My older brother and I, he moved out to Los Angeles my senior year of college, and we started a band and
Mm.
played oh some really great clubs in Los Angeles a lot. We played the Whiskey A Go Go a lot,
Oh,
somewhere
wow.
between 20 30 times.
How long
Um,
ago?
that would have been in the first time we played there was probably in 1999 or 2000, somewhere right around there. And all the way through kind of 2005 is when we went on a kind of an independent tour of the country, played all over from San Diego to Maine on that tour.
What's
Tons
the
of fun.
name? What's the
It
name
was
of your band name?
Yeah, the name of that band was Come and Go. There's still an album called Shinebox that you can
Ah,
find on streaming platforms
mm.
if you want to listen to it.
So your favorite genre is jazz?
I
Or
wouldn't say that's my favorite
but you
genre.
did play jazz in a wee while ago, kind of.
Yeah, that I probably haven't really played jazz since I was in high school. I do love that genre. No, I listen to mostly like Americana rock,
Mm.
somewhere in the folk Americana rock and roll space.
Lock
But
and load, baby, lock
yeah,
and load.
yeah.
So, the type of genre, the singers that had influenced you, like Led Zeppelin, who else? Eric Clapton, who else?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long list. I think the sort of my earliest memories of stuff that I think still creeps into the music I play are the late 50s, early 60s rock and roll folks.
Mm.
So the Eddie Cochrans and the Elvis and
The Eagles?
yeah, I mean the Eagles are definitely in there.
Uh,
My parents love that late 50s, early 60s music. So that's what was playing in my house. Buddy Holly is an enormous sound in my head all the time. My Eddie Cochran's actually my mom's cousin. I've got a have a signed
Really?
picture of him that he signed to to my cousin Carolyn. And if you don't know his story, he
Uh,
tragically died at he was 21, I think, in a
Is
car
that
crash in England.
I'm so sorry, I
But
forgot.
he was Summertime Blues and Come On Everybody and some
Mhm.
huge hits in England, especially very influential in England.
Let me see, how far long ago do I remember music in my life? Buddy Holly, Los Lobos,
Mm-hmm.
going up to Lou Graham, Foreigner, and Gary Puckett of the Union Gap, just to name a few. I met those guys too. They're very nice people.
Oh, that's great.
They're sweethearts.
And then
And
I'd say, you know, more you fast forward a number of years, I do there's just amazing artists right now putting out great Americana folk music. A couple of names that come to mind. There's a guy named Jeffrey Folkalt who
mhm.
he's actually originally from Wisconsin. I think he lives in like Massachusetts or where somewhere on the East Coast where his wife's from. Amazing stuff that he's putting out, and bands like Wilco and Sunvolt and stuff like that are very big influences on me.
I have great memories of Gordon Lightfoot,
Yeah.
Anne Murray. I met Anne Murray several times, been in some of her uh, what? Music videos.
Ah.
She doesn't like wearing shoes. So, yeah, she's a very sweet lady. The other people that was in, they did very good, in Toronto area. Have you ever been to Canada?
Oh goodness, I was not. It's funny you just said that because you sparked a story. The short answer is no.
Mm,
The longer answer is I almost. We were that band I was talking about with my brother Come and Go. We played in Buffalo.
mm.
I think we actually had two shows in Buffalo because we had a couple of days, and we went to Niagara Falls, and we went to go to the Canada side of Niagara Falls, and in no man's land,
Yes, right.
we were uh, we were sort of detained
Ah,
and asked a few questions, and it turns out one of the guys in that band, I think, had a marijuana possession charge from when he was in high school or something like
I mean,
that,
that far back
and
and they still hold him out.
they did not let us into the country. So I have been about as close as you can get to Canada as you can get
Hey, if you're
without
still
actually
alive, you can
going.
go there anytime.
That's true. That's very
And
true.
never mind. So, yeah, I've been back to Toronto for about 30 years now.
Hmm.
Long time, eh?
Yeah,
But
that's
it's a
great.
lot different now. So, have you been back to where you were originally born to find out what's it like there? You just out of curiosity?
So I haven't been for a while. I the last time I was there, I was probably in my late 20s, and I'm in my late 40s now.
Mm.
I have been back a few times since I left. I left when I was 16. Uh, some weddings of friends that I've known since I was in second grade. Um, most of which I've played a song in. And then when we were touring, one of the just coolest moments ever for me, we actually got to play at in Racine, Wisconsin, at a small bar, and my I was interviewed in the local paper there, and when I was asked about influences from Racine, I talked about my jazz band teacher, whose name is Douglas Clum, amazing guy, who hugely influential on just music and how I thought about it. And and Mr. Clum showed up to the show, And so
Huh?
I got to see him. I was, in my late 20s at the
Mm.
time, and I hadn't seen him probably since I was 14 years old.
For a
So it was
dog's
super cool.
age, I suppose.
Yeah.
Shoot. I wouldn't recognize my Toronto at all if I went back.
Mm.
There's everything built up. Where's Toronto? Where?
Well, Toronto's a big city too.
It's a big one.
Racine was a little different, but I was amazed that even without using maps, I could kind of find my way around because it's not. I don't know what when I was there. I think the population was just under 100,000. I'm not
It's a
sure what it
million
is
now,
these
2 million
days.
or 3 million or something. They joined up with other boroughs, like
Mm.
counties that you have here. They call them borough.
Uh,
I was going to say, did you ever come to Fort Wayne to do a gig or two?
I uh, I think the short answer is would I? I would under the
Can
right
you?
conditions. Can I? Probably not. I sort of gave up the touring or going very far from home, especially when I got married and I'm a dad. I've got a 14-year-old son, and really don't have any desire to travel around. Well, I
Yeah.
have desire to travel around, but with my family and not
Yeah.
plan a tour.
Do you, when the downtime, like winter and that, do you do a lot of writing? Do you do cover songs? What?
Yeah, I think I don't do a ton of cover songs for writing. It's probably less seasonal for me. I'm a very streaky writer. And I don't think there's a particular rhyme or reason as to why, but I hit these moments or these periods of time where I just have a lot of new ideas.
That's me.
And I just came off of one about 6 weeks ago. If you went back before 6 weeks ago for about 2 months, I think I wrote 13, 14 songs in
Just
two
came out, boom,
months.
boom, boom.
It
Now
just
I'm
kept
relaxing.
coming, and sometimes it was one every other day or every few days, and then you sort of get to a point where it just sort of stops. And I've over the years I've kind of learned let it stop, but that's okay,
That's right.
and it'll come back when you're ready to write something new.
So when you want to perform, what's the general area, location, geography area that you would be singing?
Yeah, that's really just local here. I live in the suburb of Austin, Texas, and uh, the last couple of shows I played have just been at a little dive bar where that's pretty 5-10 minutes away, where I can send a text to my friends and neighbors and go, hey, if you want to come out and listen to me play for a little while, we'll have a couple beers and have some
I
fun.
have some. Mhm. And I was going to ask you something.
Uh-huh.
If your songs, when your songs, uh, when you do more that for people to hear, how do you do social media for them to hear your music?
Yeah, I actually run ads on social media. I've found that
Mm,
to be the most effective way. There's a lot of people who still buy CDs and vinyl, and I've
mm.
got that for a lot of my stuff. And I sort of run ads like, hey, here's some new music, and it's on CD and vinyl. And I've sold CDs and vinyl records to people all over the country that I've never met, that are strangers. And yeah, that kind of is the most effective way I've found, because people aren't going to click on your ad if they don't like the actual music playing in
Yes,
the background. And I also am very, the last thing I want to do is to trick anybody into anything. So it's kind of like, if you like this song, this is really my song, and if you
yeah,
click on
just
it, you're going
just
to
be
get
yourself.
something that sounds like that.
But to promote, you would not, since you don't really go on tour, how do you, well, people like singers
Hmm.
in their hometown. But would you do a different way, like a Zoom or DVDs or something?
It's not really. I do post videos on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Part of the promotion that I have for the recordings that I'm releasing now is having a live acoustic version. So I have 4 albums that I finished
Mm.
a few months ago, and you can it's kind of a different approach to how do I release them. You could buy all of them on CD right now. They're all pressed to CD or digital download at my website. But if you go to the streaming platforms, there I'm
Stream.
releasing, yeah, I'm releasing them one song at a time.
Like, do you have EPs or a full album?
On the streaming platforms, it's just one song at a time, and
Single, yeah.
I'm only 3 songs in. The fourth song comes out on Monday on the streaming
I can
platforms,
hardly wait.
and the approach is kind of like if you love this and you want to hear it all now, you can buy a CD or buy the downloads from my website, and if you want to
So,
wait for it to stream, you'll get a song every 6 to 8 weeks.
so with royalties, when you're streaming,
Hmm.
do you get anything?
Anything,
Good.
yes. Anything, yes. Much, no. Money wise, I've gotten more money from. I have songs that are in some TV and film stuff.
That's good. Oh,
That
film.
that certainly pays way more than streaming. Although it's also very hit or miss and difficult to get those things placed in TV and
Yes,
film.
I've been trying. I have been trying myself to pitch my songs over the years. Just gotta see, I'm Christian,
Hmm.
and I try to do Christian stuff, and just not a market for it, kiddo. But some do pick it up, and that's groovy.
Yeah, the tough part is it's got to be, if the filmmaker has an idea for what type of song they want, it
Mm.
really has to fit with exactly what they want. It's not about whether your song's good or bad or anywhere in between. Does it sound kind of
So how do
exactly
you get?
like I
How
want
do
it to
you
sound?
get? How do you get your songs into filming?
I have a few different companies that I work with that all they do is pitch songs for TV and film placements.
Expensive?
Most of them don't really have a cost, but they do have to listen to your work and think,
Critique. Mm.
essentially go, hey, yeah, we'll put you on our
Oh,
roster.
oh, groovy. Hey, listen, could we listen to one of your favorite songs? You sing it for us. Serenade. My audience loves to be serenade.
Yeah, absolutely. If you give me a second, I'll put
Okay,
these headphones
second
off and
up.
grab a guitar.
Seconds up. Hey,
Okay.
kiddo. How many minutes is this one? 5, 10, 20?
I don't think it's 20, but I don't know how long it'll be off the top of my head. Probably 3 to 4. So yeah, this one, like I said, it's you can get it on vinyl and CD right now. If you use streaming platforms, it releases on Monday.
All right.
The night is silent. Thoughts so noisy, hoping that I can make the right choices. Sitting next to you now, the first impression, my soul's on fire. Absent stains running down the concrete. I'm staring at your number, standing on 3rd Street. I'm waiting on a phone call, waiting on anything from you. But nothing's ever perfect, but my mask is on the ground. The spark that we have can light the darkness all around. I love who we are. I love who we are. The connection is deeper. I love who we are. I love who we are. It's the changing that I need. The sun sun is rising, we let each other inside. It's just like magic, you better buckle up for the ride. A wine glass goes flying as my love spills out across the floor. But nothing's ever perfect, but my mask is on the ground. The spark that we have can light the darkness all around. I love who we are, I love who we are. It's the change, yeah, that meaning. I love who we are, I love who we are. The connection gets deeper. I love who we are. Absent stains running down the concrete. I'm staring at your number, standing on 3rd Street.
Right on, babe. You betcha. So we gotta go. It's the end of the show. I'm a poet, and I knew it. I know it. Anyways, thank you, Shannon. I'd like to have you back on my show when after you release your next vinyl, or is it CD?
That'd be great. Yeah, and another vinyl will be on the way. I think sometime in later this year. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Shannon. You're very kind, and I love your singing. You do great guitar, eh?
Thank you.
So this is Patty Hunter, Patty's Page, saying good day to Shannon Hudson, and we'll see you next week, God willing, and may we have a great week. God bless to everyone, and catch you later, kiddos.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always, for the rest of all our lives.